Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, before we get here, all right, see you guys. Mona's taking Khaleesi to get those nails cut. Speaking of nails cut, look at this female. I identified today as a female. Stacking and racking is what we're doing. Did some hyper extensions before Jeffrey got there. We woke up the body by doing some shruggies. Boy, I like that. I like that stretchy. Got Doc involved here. We got some hockey player kids back there, man. 16, 17, 18 years old. These kids go pro. Talk about working. Love that. On top of that, one of the machines, these machines here, when I was doing these back in the day with Big Lou Ferrigno, we would bend down and put our hips below the pad and get a really good stretch. But today was more of a lean back instead of a lean forward. So you can do this a couple different ways, obviously. But the way I'm doing it today would be more like a seated row. So we'll get a good stretch and then pull it back. Jeffrey, did we even get you doing this? Because I did notice that when Jeffrey was doing this, he had a great beginning because he did the stretch and then he contracted the back together and then pulled it.
Yeah, I was really trying that.
You can see, man, it's just a smooth little stretch, pull to the chest. Boom. Nice. Nice, even one movement, squeeze. Chest is staying up throughout the whole movement. And I do try to stretch from the lower lats. The upper lats is easy to stretch, but I'm trying to get those lower lats to stretch. Now on this one, I'm going to put my sternum up on the bench and try to contract over it and stretch and pull it back. And then I'm going to twist the hands as well. I like the twist because it forces me to push the dumbbells out. It's not so much, and you would think that it's is that more contraction for the lower back? Yeah, but at the same time, it makes me pull the elbows out further to the side to get them around to twist them. So hopefully I perform it. So one thing is to say it, and what I was attempting to do, and the next thing is to actually be doing it. So Elias now is getting a really good stretch here. He's fingertipping these bad boys. But the one thing that we're trying to do with Elias is get him, and he's 21 years old now. So he's got time. I want those hands to be strong. So we're not letting him do straps or anything like that. If you guys want to use straps, that's great. I just don't like the idea, mostly at that age, to start strapping up and everything. There's a lot of reasons I'll go over that, why I don't like the straps. Okay, good. All right. So the front of the dumbbells come together slightly, and then I rotate them all the way outside. And again, I'm trying to pull those, you can see the elbows are coming towards the camera, not going all the way back. I'm trying to squeeze it and pull over. So then we did a nice little switch up. This felt great after everything we did to go to some one arms. Now I'm not leaning forward so much and keeping the upper body straight. On this one, I'm keeping it a little bit more like Dorian Yates, kind of pulling it up and stuff. I'm a week out from stage, and so right now I'm just really trying to flex it. Almost like flex it like you're going to be on stage flexing it. Right, Serge? That's my trainer, Serge, is over here. He's eating his 600 grams of carbohydrates that he takes in every day. 1,200, sorry. I love watching this just because it really makes me think about what I'm doing mentally compared to what I'm really doing. And it did play. So what I was thinking it was doing in my mind was what was happening in real life. And again, we're going to push this kid really hard on some aspects, and so this might have been a little too heavy, but again, he's still working those, 145. Still trying to get those hand strength. Okay, so the reason I don't like it is, first off, you're throwing the straps around your wrist. You're giving up all that strength in your hands and just kind of letting the strap hold the weight, which is great for your back. Mostly, when you're 20, because then that way you can overload it. But think of this. If you can hold it So that's the nervous system all the way down from the hands all the way down to your back. My idea is in the long run, 10, 20, 30 years down the road, you're going to be strong throughout the whole body compared to elongating. Wow, I can't even say the word. Your wrist and depending on something and just trying to focus on muscularity in the back. For me, the upside is not as good as the downside. We found a pullover. I'm going to say this though. Unfortunately, no good pullovers at Gold's Gym Venice anymore. And I'm going to say Arnold is going to be pissed about this. Because Arnold, I don't care what workout it is. He does kind of like a whole body workout, but he always does pullovers. He doesn't. No. They got rid of his. Yeah. I guarantee in about 2 months you're going to have a better pullover. So that machine was too... I couldn't get the pads around my lats as you pull in. It was good contraction. I liked it, but I mean, it just, the whole stack was just still too light. So we're going to go to dumbbells. On dumbbells, it's the same thing as a pullover. So I can't stretch that far back because it's just the lats. So I'm not going to bend the arms because that's going to be more tricep involved and more of a stretch to the chest for me. Elias says that he feels this in the back, so we're going to leave it at that.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, he's got a good back, so I'm not going to argue with it. Yeah. Serge was there trying to help out, and again, Serge is the trainer of champions. I know you guys think that's Charles Glass, but it is actually Serge.
Spots filling up the weight.
Yeah, Serge is the man. With that being said, Elias is pushing it. He's getting a good stretch in here, and he's saying that he feels it in his back. I like to lock the arms in, and that way the whole stretch comes through the lat area. Now, upper back, finish it out here. Our reps were moderate. I think we were like 6 to 10s today to the most. But we did a lot of exercises today. No deadlifts. We did have Elias finish with deadlifts. I'm a week out, so I won't be doing deadlifts or squats this week. And we'll get back to those in 2 weeks. Have a great day today, guys.
Yeah,
enjoy the rest of this workout. I'll
Hands
turn the
behind
rest
the pad.
over to Serge.
Hands behind the pad. Elbows behind. There you go. You can keep your upper back on the pad, but just keep the elbows